Hello, I'm Kikostego, and this video series has a content warning. If you're somewhat sensitive, please go watch some other stuff on the channel. And if you're good, let's get into it. Okay, next we can go for... Wait. I wonder what that'll involve. Okay, we need to get to the Princess and the Dragon.
You feel substance for the briefest of moments, but then...
You're adorable when you're timid. Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
Well, are you still there? I'm still here.
Well, that's something. I guess we're really stuck together then.
Sorry I stabbed us.
I guess you're paying the price for it, aren't you? Let's just call it even for now.
You're not mad at me, are you?
Like I said, we have an alliance of convenience right now. I wouldn't poke too hard at the edges of that.
Are we still a ghost? Your gaze turns to your hand, solid, then translucent, then solid again.
Huh. I don't know. It's like we're one and then the other. Make up your mind already, body, will you?
What happened to us? What happened to everything?
We're back where I started.
This isn't what it was last time I died. Last time I died, I got a title card.
That's weird, and isn't how it works for me, but if you want, I guess I can humor you. What do these title cards look like?
The first one I got said Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess, and then after we both died, I got Chapter 2, The Spectre.
Some hero you turned out to be.
Say nothing.
Oh, you're no fun. What is this, our third go-round? Chapter 3, The Princess and the Dragon.
Say nothing.
You're welcome, by the way.
Click the latch and creaking hinges muffled something is here.
I think that's you.
Your gaze turns back to your hands. They flicker once again.
We're still a mess. It's like you don't really know what we are.
A thump on the floorboards above and then another. The scraping of metal against the surface, the flickering of your body stops. You are solid.
So, you took the knife. Of course you did.
Creaking hinges once again, but this time clear, closer. Say nothing. Silence.
I guess that body takes after you, even when you're not in it.
Movement on the stairs.
You're always so loud on the way down.
Judgy. And then the figure emerges shrouded in feathered darkness, the world trailing behind it, its shining blade gleaming against the wooden walls. It stares at you with wild, hollow eyes. They still want me to say nothing, I suppose.
You're missing something important, aren't you?
The head on the figure cocks aside as it inquisitive, suspicious, hostile. Its emotions are unreadable.
I know, because I have it right here.
The silence holds. Say nothing, I guess.
Silence. Of course. You really do belong in that body.
Hey, I'm talking to you. It's rude to have a conversation in front of other people without letting them in on it.
Oh, you would like to hear what we're thinking, wouldn't you?
He raises the blade above his head, dangling in by the handle in front of his eyes.
But I think we hold the power right now. But she knows about the Decider being gone. That would be a weird bluff to come up with if it weren't true. Look, I love that you're trying to contribute, but I think we need to take a little sidebar. But I don't want to do it. I'm so sorry.
But I don't want to. Silence as the mind in front of you falls back into itself.
Unbelievable.
Okay, still say nothing, I guess.
Oh, they're in for it if they think we're just going to sit here in silence again. 1 second. Hey, I'm talking to you?
My apologies. They're really being quite dull in here.
More silence.
I think they want to kill you. At least the new one does. He's very, very passionate about it.
Well, he can try if he wants, but I'm not so sure you all have it in you. Not without your missing piece.
But that just makes it 2 birds with 1 stone, doesn't it? How tempting. From what I remember, it's pretty easy to kill you the first time around. And this time you're back to being very... what's the word? Fleshy? Yes, exactly. That's precisely the word I was looking for. You're fleshy now. No more of that incorporeality. Trust me, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't think it would be easy.
Bring it then. But you caught me off guard the first time. It's not going to happen again.
Well, what can I say? I'd back off if I wasn't already overcommitted. So I guess I'll just have to pretend that you're bluffing. Which you maybe, probably are.
Having second thoughts?
Shut up.
You can feel yourself shrink and then you grow, vacillating between small and large, weak and powerful as the thing in front of you attacks, blade raised and wings spreading.
Before anything happens, I just wanted to let you all know that we are not all on board with this. Now, we voted. It was not a majority decision. But we did have a plurality. He shouldn't count. Says who? Says me. He's not one of us. He's been here since the beginning. The old chum really deserves to say. Besides, you'll all thank us when this is finally over and we are officially on top. But enough chatter. Oh, so you've finally decided to do something, have you?
Silence for just a moment as cold eyes regard you. And then silence still as soft eyes hesitate. But the hesitation doesn't last, and you feel the sharp sting of cold metal sliding deep into your chest, but you can feel something else too. Rage flowing from your heart, and balling up a closed fist, you throw them at the thing's face, and...
You can feel bone crack as her fist collides with your jaw, and then a thud as you tumble across the room. You are such a disappointment. I'd like to see you do better. The princess rips the blade from her chest and, fury in her eyes, cuts herself loose from her bindings.
Okay, for the achievement, it's wait, I'm back at my body, stop, you getting stabbed, switch me back.
Oh, you're different. You're back, just as I intended. I was never cut out for leadership, really.
Then I just have to make this next one count.
She closes the distance, she raises the blade to strike, and... kills us. Well, she certainly stabs you, and it certainly hurts. But the knife doesn't leave your body. As you grab her wrists, she drives the weapon deeper and deeper into your chest. Your knees buckle from the pain, and as she forcefully pushes you to the ground...
You're torn between two places.
I'm taking you back.
Yeah, she wants me. You are the power, you are the weakness, you are hope, you are despair, you are acceptance, and you are rejection. You are the canvas and you are the painter. You are the victim and you are the victimizer. You are the life and you are the death. The hero and the princess and the dragon.
Don't let us die here.
You slam the door in your own face.
Don't let everything die here. You have to end this.
His words are empty, hollow echoes, the ravings of a ghost.
Please.
But he is already gone. The threads all tie themselves together into a loop that does not end.
Does this mean we're together?
You look at your hands tattered and stained in memories.
Maybe. Why were we fighting each other?
You started it.
We needed something to do.
I guess we did.
To new beginnings.
Do you feel cold?
Your peace does not last, nor can it ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns. Okay. I'm ready to go back. Okay, what one can we get? Can we do the Riddle of Steel? Oh, that's the cage again. We can't do another cage. We could try Grace. Which we need to go to the Apotheosis with the voice of a contrarian. Okay, head to the cabin.
But a great and horrible change is already underway.
I did the wrong one. I was supposed to do Grace, not something to rub you by. I'm like, why have I seen this before?
It's cold now, and I feel small. I thought I was
Whoopsies.
everything.
Oh well.
I'm no better than you.
Yeah, we can go to the den for heroic strike with stubborn. Take the opening and strike at her heart.
You hurl yourself towards the princess, your movement too quick, too bold for her to intercept. You bury your blade deep in her chest. Yes, yes, we're going out in a blaze of glory. Nature doesn't have glory. This is just death. She howls in pain, retaliating with claws and teeth, desperately tearing, trying to devour you to make herself whole once again. Chunks of your flesh are torn away, feathers and blood and bits of gore splattering to the ground. But your work is already done. No sating of her ravenous hunger will be enough to mend her now. Though her flesh begins to seal itself around you, she cannot remove your blade from her heart. You and the princess collapse to the floor together, your bodies fused, entwined in a bloody mass of limbs and teeth. I wouldn't have it any other way. As the two of you fade, a new emotion creeps into the princess's eyes. Something akin to shame. What have we done? They ask. I guess that's it. At least we saved the world. Right? Right? He's gone. Everything is gone, except her. And us. It doesn't matter. We won.
The princess's eyes speak again. I'm cold. I don't want to be cold. Okay. You don't get the opportunity to respond. Something has taken her away and has left something else in her place.
She's gone.
We got heroic strike. Approach the mirror. Ignore him. Gaze. Proceed. Approach. What happens now? Make me forget. Okay, next we can do the Riddle of Steel, which I believe is the cage. Yeah, we need Paranoid, so... let's go cage with Paranoid.
It's worse is what it is. We're finally starting to see reality for what it is. This place is a prison, and she's not the only inmate. You're acting like reality is this static thing. But this world is constantly changing around us. How can you be so sure that you aren't breathing the prison into existence? That by feeling the walls closing in on you, that's exactly what they do. What a crock of pretentious bullshit. Reality is as solid as the ground beneath our feet. And if we just examine it, if we apply enough scientific rigor, if we think hard enough, we'll find a way out of here for good. Don't you see? We're already making progress. But what if looking at it is enough to make it change? Where does that leave us? It leaves you exactly where you are right now, and presumably exactly where you've been before. I'll spare you my full introduction, since you've clearly already heard it at least once, but I would like to remind you that the people in my world are living, breathing, suffering entities, and not pawns for you to sacrifice in pursuit of some vague truth.
Okay, they want to silently proceed to the cabin.
You stand at the edge of a cliff. An abyss yawns beneath you, empty and endless. The only path forward...
It's like the world itself doesn't want us to reach her.
There's nothing to find out here. Time to check in with the missus. I'm going to pretend you didn't just call her that.
Oh, he did. He's not even this smitten. Proceed to the cabin.
Every surface of the cabin is draped in chains, the air filled with the mock birdsong of metallic clinks. Where there should be walls, you can see only endless ropes of metal, with hooks dangling from their ends. A fitting cage for a monster, destined to end the world. There's nothing for you to do but step forward into the basement. You already have your weapon. Your objective awaits. And how are we supposed to get to the basement? I don't see a way down. All I see is a mirror. What mirror? There is no mirror. The only thing of note here is the door to the basement. It clearly serves some purpose, but what? Is there something about us we're supposed to see? Can it be a tool of some kind? Or is it a distraction? Something meant to confuse us? Can we please stop talking about the mirror? I'd rather not spend more time in this room than I have to. It's creepy.
Approach the mirror.
Step out onto the floor. Or what should have been a floor. Should have been? Yes, unfortunately, you realise too late that there is no floor beneath the metal. There is only a loose web of chains suspended over some unseen space. An unseen space that you are now rapidly plummeting through. Nothing's solid here, is it? It's all just a shifting mass waiting for us to drop our guard. Your fall is suddenly, painfully halted as rusty chains pull taut against your skin, their hooks digging into your muscle. You find yourself suspended in what appears to be a vast, dark space. The glinting of yet more chains merely hinting at its full dimensions. You dangle a few feet off the bare concrete floor. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour. As your eyes adjust to your new surroundings, you make out a figure standing in the gloom, obscured in shadow. She watches you with the stillness of the grave. Easy now. We don't know what sort of situation we're dealing with. We should let her make the first move. Let observation give us an advantage.
Hello?
But you are met with only silence, save for the creaks and groans of metal as it sways in the stale air around you. The hooks slowly shift in your skin, the pain coming in waves as you continue to dangle helplessly. What if the chains don't have to be real? What if they aren't real?
Denial much?
They feel plenty real to me. Yeah, it would be nice if we could just tell ourselves the chains aren't lodged in all our joints and they'd magically go away, but I'm afraid that's wishful thinking. Well, maybe wishful thinking is what we need. Maybe they're real, but maybe we can cut through them. It's worth a try.
Try to cut yourself free?
You clumsily rotate the blade in your palm, pressing it against the chains lodged in your wrist. And it slices through them, right? Right? Yeah, what he said. It slices through. Now hold on. Let's not rush to conclusions. How would that ever work? It just does? It doesn't. Maybe the only reason it isn't working is because someone doesn't believe we can do it. They're metal chains, and nothing we've done has worked so far. Maybe if you gave me a good reason to believe we should try again, I'd believe it was worth trying again. But until then, I'm going to believe our eyes. This isn't getting us anywhere. You should believe it because you should. We don't have anything better to do. Maybe they're rusty. He did say they were rusty, didn't he? He did, didn't he? All right, I'm game. We cut again. You bring your blade against the chains again, and this time, you manage to cut into the metal. Its hook remains embedded in your flesh, but your arm falls from the mass of chains, free from the princess's bindings. Yes! Will you look at that? That worked. And why shouldn't the rest be the same then? But before you can make much progress, the princess takes a step forward. As she moves, the heavy chains shift, tightening and tearing at your flesh, your joints screaming in agony as the rusted hooks dig deeper. Stars dance in your eyes as the chain wrapped around your neck threatens to choke you. As your vision comes back into focus, your eyes fall on the body of the princess, finally emerged from the shadows. The body of the princess is a weird way to describe a person. It's only accurate. The form in front of you is a body, draped in raiments of chains, her head dragging along behind her in an iron cage. The head stares up at you but says nothing, and the chains squeeze ever tighter. Just keep going. She's a head in a cage. We're not going to be able to talk our way out of this. The only thing we can do is keep soaring our way to freedom.
Keep cutting?
Yes, the links are weak. They can't handle the strain. Isn't that right? You know, it's rather annoying for you to dictate what I'm going to say next. But is that what happens? Do the links break? Yes. Luckily for you, they were too thoroughly rusted to hold much longer. Your other arm breaks free. The body takes another step towards you, the chains around you tightening, the hooks boring deeper into your flesh. They constrict dangerously around your throat. You find it harder to breathe.
I don't think she's happy you're here. But what do I know? I'm just a set of eyes and ears. I don't make choices. At least not any that matter.
She won't kill us if we just keep cutting. We just have to get our neck free.
Cut yourself free.
You continue your efforts, furiously working to sever the chains strangling your neck.
Look at you scurry. As if anything you do is going to change the outcome. Don't you get it? This is all the same. Everything we witness is just another shade of the same endless cycle. I wake up in chains.
The body steps forward. Your bindings tighten again, but you've almost sawn through the first layer of links.
You come to me, knife in hand.
The body steps forward as the first links break, but the pressure on your neck is becoming unbearable. Come on, come on, come on!
You give me your implement.
As the words leave her mouth, your blade slices through the final chains. You come crashing down. Well, at least we're not being strangled anymore. Hold on. Did you hear what she said? We give her our implement. Yeah? What of it? This whole thing's been a riddle. Blade, heart, now.
We don't got too many options other than give her your implement.
Blade flashing, you rush towards the princess. Her body continues its slow march towards you, never changing course even as you sink your weapon into its heart. Its hand wraps around yours, its flesh cold and its grip firm. But it does not try to wrench itself free. It instead drives the blade deeper into its own chest.
That's weird.
I cut myself free.
The body collapses to its knees. And as it crumples, life seeming to leave it at last, the door of the cage creaks open. The head of the princess tumbles out. Congratulations! It would seem that you actually managed to see this through. All that's left is to watch her.
This is different. Maybe I got the pattern wrong. Or maybe I finally got it right.
We did it. We figured it out. We won. Why don't I feel like it means anything? I just feel bad. It's not much of a victory, is it?
No, it really isn't, but
I don't think
I got what I wanted.
Such a thing for us. At least, not here. This was just another trap. No matter what we do, we just keep losing ground.
Yeah.
I'm cold, but I think that's good. I think I can finally rest.
There you go. Go take a nap.
She's gone.
Okay, we got the riddle of steel. Approach the mirror. Gaze. Proceed. Approach. I'm ready to go back. Okay. Which one was free will again? Yeah, that's another cage one, so we can't do that. We need to go to the gentle dragon. Okay, they want us to turn around and leave.
You're back, just as I intended. I was never cut out for leadership, really. And that's a brilliant plan. Whoever needed violence, anyway? Inaction is still a choice. If you turn around and leave, you're damning everyone to death. But we're not damning ourselves. You're part of everyone. Are we now?
That must be you in that body again, but you're just turning around and leaving? What about me?
No.
What am I supposed to do here?
That's sad.
She sounds so sad.
Ugh. I can't imagine that this will mess up something. It wants us to say nothing, but I'll say you can figure that out on your own.
I'm bleeding and chained to a wall.
This is not a resolution. I don't know. It kind of feels like it is. Yeah, we got our decider back. And we didn't die. I feel on top of the world right now.
What did I ever do to deserve you?
Oof.
Nothing.
Sorry.
It's so cold and empty here.
But as you look over your shoulder, you do not find her, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone.
Yeah, that was a crappy one. Okay, courage and madness. We need the hypothesis with the voice of the paranoid.
What is she talking about? She's talking about your ridiculous decision to come down here unarmed. It doesn't matter. Don't let her talk you into bowing down to her or whatever it is she thinks she can make you do. You can still go back and get the blade from upstairs. You can still stop her.
But we're already here, and we already made our choice, and there are so many tall stairs between us and that altar.
You're right about one thing. You already made your choice, and your choice was to defy her. I don't care how many stairs there are or how tall they are, you're going to turn around right now, take the blade, and save the damn world.
Even now your vessel twitches and trembles, consumed by conflict with yourself. But that part of you standing in hopeless defiance isn't the only thing resisting me, is it? There's something else in there. Someone else. A greasy film sheltering your heart.
He just called you
Is that a
greasy.
person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about?
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Are you okay?
He's fine. He's
I've always
been
been fine. No, this isn't right. What do? We can't just let her control us like this.
I've been trying to tell you this whole time. It isn't about can or can't. It isn't even about will or won't. There is only one path in front of us, and we will walk it.
We'll just refuse.
Not even he could refuse her in the end. What are you supposed to do? We're all prisoners here. Some of us are just willing to embrace our chains.
When I see you again, you'll free me from my chains and deliver me to the destiny that lies beyond this place.
We will. I promise.
I know you will.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay, we're back at the hypothesis.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path...
Oh, let me guess. At the end of that path is a cabin.
Mhm.
This is hardly a path in the woods. It's all big and weird.
Another witness to her radiance. Her hour is soon upon us.
This is bad. Oh, is it now? I hadn't noticed. Do you need a primer, Mr. Amnesiac? No, I'm quite all right, but if all of you would take a moment to settle down, there's something important I'd like to get across to you before it's too late. Is it about the princess? We already know all about the princess. No, I mean, yes, it's about the princess, but whatever you think I'm going to say, it's probably not that. Look, fine, just out with it already, yeah? But if I hear the words, "You're here to slay her," or "If you don't, it will be the end of the world," you've lost speaking privileges.
You're sassy in this
You two
one.
are just wasting your time. It's all going to end when we open that cabin door, which means it's already all over. What's the point of dawdling when the end is already written?
Okay, that nonsense he's going on about, that's what we need to talk about. You've been here before, obviously. Whatever you did before gave her far too much power, so you've got to cut it out, get to that cabin, and slay her before things get any more out of hand. Are our thoughts doing that? Make her small, make her small, make her small, make her small. Shit! What if I'm doing it wrong? What if I'm making her even stronger?
We've built a new god, and she is limitless.
Do you hear those two, with their runaway thoughts? I'm only giving you the sliver of information I'm giving you now because things are already deep in the shitter. This was my last card to play, and it looks like it's already made things worse, so hurry. Cabin. now.
Okay, can do. If the other ones would shut up. Head to the cabin.
But a great and horrible change is already underway. The ground quakes beneath your feet, and you feel an unyielding force pulling at you and your surroundings. The trees start to sway, then crumble, breaking apart as everything is drawn towards the cabin. Even the earth beneath you seems to shift, your feet unable to grip solid ground as you're dragged forward along with everything else.
The end of everything. The beginning of something new. The moment we open that door, she will be free.
Stop believing everything you hear. We just have to get our thoughts in order. We just have to think straight. Any, words of warning? You already know everything you need to know.
Proceed into the cabin.
As you step forward, the cabin explodes. You're flung backwards, violently slamming into a tree as debris rains down around you. You watch in paralyzed awe and terror as the princess emerges, her body unfurling from some vast space as she stands upright to face you. The world bows to her. The ruined landscape shifts, trees and stone and the ground itself succumbing to her gravity, orbiting her like a great black hole.
Finally, the little bird has set me free. This is always how it was going to end. And this is always how it was going to begin.
There's a loud thunk from the tree behind you as something embeds in its shattered bark. Your pristine blade. It's now or never.
Take the blade.
Yeah, screw all of this, I'm with you. A real god wouldn't need us as part of her plan.
You'll never make it to her, and even if you do, what could you possibly hope to accomplish?
We'll do what we were always supposed to. We'll take this blade and we'll sink it into her heart. Look at the way everything's being flung around her. If we just throw ourselves in her direction, I don't know. Maybe it'll work. If our thoughts are what give her power, maybe it can cut both ways. Maybe we can do whatever we want to do. Maybe none of this is real. With a forceful tug, you yank the blade out from the tree. You close your eyes and take a deep breath, and for a moment you can feel everything around you, like you're a part of everything, and everything is a part of you. And then your eyes open, settling on your target. It's time.
Embrace your destiny.
You launch yourself towards the princess. You can feel the pull of her gravity catch you, carrying you from the ground into the violent swirl of her orbit.
Even now you defy me. Do it then. Show me what you think it takes to end what's destined to end everything.
Yeah, do it. Show her.
Assail the unassailable.
You're not going to win. You know that, right? What are you even going to do with that tiny knife? Give her a scratch?
You still don't get it, do you? We can be whatever we want to be. Nothing is real. It all might as well just be a dream.
Are you okay?
Of course, I'm not okay. I've never been okay. But maybe I needed to never be okay for us to make this happen.
True.
As you fall towards the princess, you swing the blade in a massive arc, putting all of your strength behind it. It cuts a shockwave through the very air, splitting everything in its path. It won't be enough.
How unexpected.
As the blow lands, the entire world shakes. The outline of the princess disappears into a storm of dust and debris.
That is
We've
weird.
done that the whole time?
It was a fluke, I'm sure. An accident, that's all.
It won't be a fluke if we do it again. As the dust settles, the form of the princess comes back into view. Her skin and vestments are lightly scuffed, but her body is whole, and her face is full of self-righteous fury. At least we made her mad. That has to count for something. But she holds her anger back. Her eyes
I don't like that her
close,
ribbon's
and a
closed.
gentle smile curls across her lips.
And so the little bird has found his heart at the end of the world.
Her eyes flit open, pupils narrowing on your form.
But is it courage that courses through his veins? Or is it madness?
The world around her stills. The debris stops in place, and the air is calm and silent.
You walk a razor's edge. It won't be long before you slip.
And then, in an instant, it all comes at you. You are pelted with stone after massive stone, even the pebbles slicing through you like bullets. You cannot hope to so much as move as the bombardment continues, your body being destroyed bit by bit, crushed under the mass of wood and rock.
It's over. You had your moment, I'll give you that.
But that's all it was. Hope it was worth it. Enough with the yous. Whether you like it or not, you're a part of us. Hell, whether I like it or not, you're a part of us. That was your moment too. And we can have another if we all work together. She's not your perfect goddess, just look at what she's doing to you, her most loyal servant.
This isn't very nice, but we did make her angry. Isn't it what we deserve?
Who deserves something like this? She wants her freedom at the expense of ours, and she's willing to destroy us over and over again if it helps her. What kind of god does that? Stop deluding yourself. If we're going to make this work, all of us need to see the truth.
But I love
No, you don't. You're being gaslit.
She doesn't love you. She doesn't even know you exist. You are just a tiny part of an obstacle, and she is currently in the process of destroying said obstacle, so I suggest you snap out of it now while you still can.
Still your doubts.
All at once, the pressure breaks. You burst through a mountain of debris and straight for the princess's heart. As you soar towards her, the eyes on her vestments open wide, the light of their gaze slowing your pursuit as more and more matter continues to assail you.
But it's not enough to stop us, is it? We're going to make it to her.
You are. As you draw near, you extend your blade, readying a powerful strike. It sings through the air, and is met with a barrier of light. You remain frozen in midair, the two of you unblinking.
Oh, they changed the
waiting to
cursor. That's
see
kind of
who
cute.
breaks first. And then we win. Right? That's what should happen. Why isn't it happening? Did we do something wrong? Were all these powerful, heroic thoughts not enough?
I believe in us. Isn't that enough?
Unless we got the rules wrong. I'm sorry. I think I messed this up.
No, we just have to push harder. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't a way for us to win.
That's right. So come on, push, all of you.
I'll do my best.
All right, one last try. You continue the struggle, your blade kicking up sparks as it grinds against the princess's barrier. You're getting to her.
Your persistence is admirable, but it's misplaced.
We're so much more than I thought we were. It won't be misplaced if we win.
You ignore the princess's words and push a little further, and then a crack. And where that crack formed, another forms, and then another. Finally, it shatters. We did it. We actually did it. The princess's face remains serene as your blade plummets towards her heart.
A victory, but one that remains rooted in the material. And I am beyond that now. Come, let us leave this world of illusions.
Before your blade can pierce her heart, it's vanished from your hand. The world around you unravels into a textured nothing.
You have no weapon. Our battle is
Courage and
at an end.
madness.
Is she going to hurt us now?
The princess reaches forward into the textured nothing and buries her fingers in its divine flesh. Her touch is soft.
Oh. That feels nice.
The flame may be snuffed, but the wall remains. This isn't just for my glory. You are a part of this now.
Her grip tightens and somehow you feel it. The pain sits in the limits of your comprehension, like the endless sea and hands falling on you one after the other, before finally collapsing in on themselves. You lose yourselves in the darkness.
She's hurting us again. I've never hurt like this before.
She isn't even touching us. How could she hurt us without touching us? Unless all of this is us. No, we can't be this. But it feels like she's ripping us apart.
Fight back.
Maybe if we feel all of this nothing, maybe we can use it. Anything to make this stop. Anything to make her feel what we feel.
You're a wave of tendrils racing against themselves and down the shape of an arm. You snap around it.
But that isn't enough, is it? We can show her more. We can show her what she's done to us. We can make her understand. We can make her feel what we've felt.
Your awareness shifts between undulating fibers of nothingness that's somehow outside of your body, but part of it, time yields to feeling. You wrap around wrist, ankle, neck, and pull from your heart the whole of her experience, and in return, she pulls from your heart the whole of yours. So much of her is empty bluster, boast muttered first in quiet to give an empty life sense of meaning, and then the same boast wraps around the bow of true belief. Belief turned into arrogance that shatters as she finally sees something other than herself.
Oh, we've both hurt each other so very much, haven't we?
Your eyes open, she is bound to you and you're bound to her, hollow echoes of what you used to be.
I can hear your voices prattle in my head. I was never going to ascend. This is all so very small. I'm so very small. I'm sorry.
But you do not get the chance to respond, nor you'll ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns. Approach the mirror. We also got Goddess Unraveled, so that's good. We don't have to come back here again. Gaze to your reflection. Proceed to the cabin. Approach her. Ready to go back. Okay. Coup de grace?